Hi everyone, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So there's going to be a lot of changes and updates to my channel, Royal Daily Tea. I'm going to explain to you a lot of things that have been happening behind the scenes. So stay tuned for the RDT Family Extras. I got a lot of stories to tell and hopefully you'll be interested in learning about some new positive changes and updates that are going to happen to the Royal Daily Tea channel. But with that being said, sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. So Harry and Meghan made an announcement that they will be returning to the UK in September to attend to some charities that are, quote, close to their heart. Now, a lot of people find this extremely suspicious, especially since, well, they hate the UK, they hate the people. The royal family is what, racist, and they have two current lawsuits against the Home Office for security. So I find it very strange that they are now flying back to the UK in September. Now we know they were there in June for Her Majesty's Platinum Jubilee, and to say that their arrival was not met with the greatest of applause would be an understatement. They were booed at St. Paul's Cathedral, where she walked in looking like Inspector Gadget. And a lot of people, it was kind of a mix. There were some cheers, but there were a lot of boos. They also got a lot of stank eye and side eye from people in the church. You can cut the tension in the room with a knife. They were not well received, not only from the people in the crowd, but also the people in the church. And then after that, they were not seen at any other events during the Platinum Jubilee. So it was really weird, their whole arrival at the Platinum Jubilee, where you saw her playing Picky-Boo in the window, an open window, and rolling down the car and hanging out to wave to people. Again, these are two people who are very afraid for their lives, afraid of being hurt by the evil crowds of the UK, that they're suing the Home Office for the security, but their actions were very contradictory. Well, here they are once again, being the royal contradictions that we know and love. Going back to the UK, again, the land where they just feel very welcome and very safe. So my question is, why? Why? Why are you going back to the UK of all places? And the timing is a little suspect, guys. Her Majesty the Queen right now is on her holiday at Balmoral Castle. And William is going to be in New York City in September to give a speech at the UN opening assembly for his Earthshot charity. Don't you find that a little funny how both William and Her Majesty the Queen are not going to be there, and so Harry and Meghan decide to fly in at that time. So the Sussex's spokesperson announced that Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are delighted to visit with several charities close to their hearts in early September. Meghan Markle and Harry are coming back to the UK for the first week of September, with the pair heading to the Manchester for One Young World Summit, which is taking place on September 5th. On September 8th, they will attend the Well Child Awards, the yearly event taking place to celebrate the extraordinary achievements of seriously ill children and young people. The Duke has been the patron of this organization since 2007 and remained in close contact with it even after moving to California in the spring of 2020. The charity organization announced that Meghan is going to be the keynote speaker. They said, quote, "We're delighted to announce Meghan and Harry, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, will be attending the One Young World Summit in Manchester in September." They said the Duchess will be delivering a keynote address at the opening ceremony. So I guess it's Meghan's turn to give the woke salad speech versus Harry. Now, Harry did speak at the UN for the Nelson Mandela Day, and let's be honest, that speech was mixed with a lot of negative reviews where he spoke to a mostly empty auditorium. And here comes Prince William, his brother, speaking for the actual UN Assembly on September 13, where a lot of the world leaders will be in attendance. Kind of a night and day situation, to say the least. Now, it is not known if the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will bring their children. I can guarantee you they're probably not going to bring their children, because these two never bring their children. We also don't know if they're going to have a visit with Her Majesty the Queen or other members of the royal family. Now, it is said that Her Majesty is going to break up her holiday in September for the swearing in of the new Prime Minister. I believe that's going to happen sometime in September. But as of right now, she is still on holiday. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens on this visit, and how William is flying to the US and Harry and Meghan are flying to the UK. It is so strange. And I'm wondering, how are they going to sort out their security issue? Is the Metropolitan Police going to be providing security for Harry and Meghan? Are they going to arrive in an armored car with tanks and guns surrounding them? I have no idea. So two people who were suing the Home Office apparently feel okay to fly there to look at these charities. And let's be honest, they probably need some more content for their Netflix docuseries. You know, the Platinum Jubilee was a little bit of a bust, and the UN Nelson Mandela speech wasn't exactly a stellar success. He literally spoke to an empty auditorium. You can tell by their faces that they were pouting at both events. He was pouting at the Platinum Jubilee. He's pouting at the UN speech. I mean, Prince Harry has a permanent pout on his face. He is the Prince of Pouting. Literally his new name, the Prince of Pouting himself, because he looks like a man baby, pouting constantly, very unhappy with how he was treated at the Platinum Jubilee, very unhappy for the turnout at the UN. So Lord knows what's going to happen when he goes to the UK for these events. I hope for the children he at least puts a freaking smile on his face, because those children deserve it. So there's another story floating around that there could be some royal resident swapping going around. We know that the Cambridges are planning to move to Windsor to be closer to Her Majesty the Queen, and they are set to move into Adelaide Cottage at some time this summer. It is said they are planning to visit Her Majesty the Queen in Balmoral for the kids' summer break before they move into Adelaide Cottage at the beginning of the school year. So there's a rumor going around that the Cambridges could possibly move into the Royal Lodge instead, which is also on the Windsor property, which is currently occupied by Prince Andrew and his ex-wife Fergie. Now we know that Prince Andrew has stepped down from being a working royal, and Fergie hasn't been really part of the family for 30 years. So it doesn't make sense for these two people to have a huge property when the Cambridges and their 3 children are literally moving to a very small property, not even enough room for a nanny or staff members, and he is the future King of England. He is a working royal. It doesn't make sense to put them in such a small property. Now Fergie herself has raised a little bit of an eyebrow and made headlines with her most recent purchase of a very bougie home in Mayfield, estimated at around $7 million. Now, the reason why people are questioning this is, one, Fergie has been literally on the verge of bankruptcy for 30 years. The woman has been cash poor and has had very bad finances ever since her divorce from Prince Andrew. Not to mention the couple who have a shared property in Switzerland, a Swiss chalet, valued at around $22 million, that they had to put on the market to pay their debts when Prince Andrew settled out of court with Virginia Giuffre over his SA scandal. Now, reportedly, he paid up to $12 million to Virginia Giuffre, which he had to take the money from his brother, Prince Charles, in order to pay her off. Now, it is speculated that the sale has been halted because the Yorks owe $2 million to a couple where they had a business dealing, the business deal went bad, and they still owe $2 million. Now, on top of the $2 million business debt that they have with this couple who put a lien on their house, they're not able to sell their house until they settle this debt. The former owner of the Swiss chalet is still owed the final payment, which is estimated around $9 million. So supposedly the owner had released it where they could sell the property, and then once they sold the property, they would pay her the money that is owed. But now there's another lien on the property of $2 million from this couple that Andrew and Fergie did not pay. So that's why people were questioning, where did Fergie get the money to pay for this huge bougie house in Mayfair? Supposedly she bought it from a family friend, the Duke of Westminster, that she got a good deal, possibly didn't pay full price, and that this was going to be an investment property for her daughters, Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, but it still doesn't excuse the fact that she hasn't paid the $2 million debt, that they have liened against their property, nor the former owner still owes money to them, but yet she could buy this property. So a lot of people are finding this very, very suspect. I mean, do you think the people that she owes money to are going to buy her a housewarming gift, you know, wrap up a little bow with all her invoices and like, here you go, biatch. You owe us money, biatch. Like, she owes people a lot of money, and they also have a loan to Prince Charles. So we do know that Fergie, Sarah Ferguson, had a very successful book called Her Heart for a Compass that was released last year. And apparently she has a 22 book deal with her publisher. So maybe Fergie is in the green and maybe she has a lot of money coming her way. It is said that the property does not have Prince Andrew on the lease. So this is why a lot of people think that possibly Sarah and Prince Andrew could be jumping ship from the Royal Lodge into Mayfair, giving room for the Cambridges to move to the bigger place. Again, we don't know. It's all speculative. I really hope Fergie would move out on her own and leave Andrew to Adelaide Cottage. I think she needs to separate herself from this man. They've been divorced for over 25 years, but again, they continue to live together, which is also very strange. So who knows what's going to happen, but a lot of people are speculating she's getting her a get out of jail card with this new property, and perhaps they're going to both move into it. Let me know your thoughts, guys. But again, it is very suspect how all of a sudden she has all this money, but yet cannot pay her debts. Hi, everyone. It's Michelle, and welcome back to the RDT Family Extras. I know a lot of you are really surprised to see my face on camera. I'm surprised too. A lot of you have joined me, new subscribers. I've added 700 new subscribers since Saturday when I did the live with Padina, so welcome. But for the rest of my RDT family, they're not used to seeing me on camera, so I am going to be appearing a little bit more on camera, so hopefully you'll like the new format. Now, there's a huge reason why I'm doing that. So we're going to backtrack a little bit. There's a lot of things that have been happening behind the scenes, and y'all, I'm very vulnerable right now, so please have patience. Last Thursday was a horrific day for me. My best friend, her mother, passed away unexpectedly. And then Romeo, my cat, got really sick that day. He's fine, but he was very, very sick. And then I found out on YouTube that they demonetized my entire channel. Now, it wasn't because I had any community strikes or I got reported. What happened is YouTube has changed a lot of things in their monetization program, and thousands of creators have now been affected on YouTube. People who have done it for 10 years, people with 100,000 followers, it doesn't matter. They have this thing called reused content. There was another royal creator on here who was demonetized for having an automated voice. They no longer want people using computer generated voices. They want to hear real people, which I've always done here on my channel. It's all my original work, all my original opinions. However, I did have some TikToks that I had uploaded here, as well as I had some video clips of the royals that I just uploaded the clips. Everything went through YouTube's checklist, their guidelines. Some things were monetized, some things weren't. YouTube really wants to have top-notch quality content where you have real people, real voices. They want to see more faces in videos. They don't want people just uploading cat memes and getting, hundreds of millions of dollars. They want people to put real effort into their content, which I do, but you can't just upload a clip of William and Catherine with cute romantic moments with music anymore. You can, but they're just not going to pay you. Now, I had a video that had 1.6 million views. It was not monetized, so YouTube got a lot of money for it. However, because I didn't add any commentary to it, they would say that was reused content. And I had a lot of those clips of the royals just walking around without adding commentary. So what happened is my channel has been gaining a lot of traction, getting a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, and that somehow tricked the algorithm to where they manually reviewed my account and saw that I had a lot of videos, especially the one that had 1.6 million views, that was reused content. Even though I wasn't getting paid for it, technically, if you're part of the monetization program with YouTube, they don't want you to post TikToks, anything that's not from this platform. I'd also posted a couple of TikToks that my friend who does a Meghan Markle impersonation, she gave me permission. I uploaded her TikToks. They weren't monetized. However, YouTube now states even if you have permission, you can upload that to your channel. So I went through and deleted 136 videos. I'm going to start appearing halfway in my videos in the future. So I am trying really hard to do everything that YouTube wants us to do to get back into the program. So I'm not kicked off, I'm not punished. They're just removing me from the platform to be paid, but I can reapply in 30 days. So they're like, you can keep uploading videos, we're just not going to pay you. It's like, okay. So with that being said, I was very depressed and I kind of wanted to quit, to be honest with you, because it was a horrible day after the death of my friend's mom. And then Romeo was super sick. I almost had to take him to the hospital, but he's fine. And then finding out I got demonetized, it was like a kick in the teeth, honestly, because I was putting my heart and soul into my YouTube channel. I was doing 5 videos a week, really trying to be there for my RDT community. And then they just pulled this out underneath me. So I've decided to look at it in a positive way, that it's pushing me out of my comfort zone, pushing me to be more myself, put myself out there, put myself on camera, which I was wanting to do after the new year when I got a little skinnier. Let's be honest, I wanted to be a little thinner, but you know what? I've been trying to be thinner for 20 years. I'm not. So I'm just going to be myself, and if people can like me or not like me, and that's totally fine. Again, it's really putting a lot of creators out there. You're going to see more and more people changing their platforms and their content, because YouTube is definitely changing what they want to monetize, and they're allowed to do that. So with that being said, as a creator, I have to protect myself and kind of create some alternatives. So I do have a Patreon account. It's $3 a month, where you can get all of my old videos that were deleted from this platform, as well as the current content. And one new video a week is going to be like a vlog style, more personal. It's going to have videos that are not available on YouTube, as well as some personal videos about myself and Romeo. I want it to be more of a, unique platform where we can just get to know each other, and hopefully it'll be fun. We could do monthly lives together and giveaways, but it's $3 a month. You're going to get one unique video a week, plus you're going to have access to all of my current content that is on my YouTube channel, because after the end of this month, I might have to delete all of my old videos. That's right. I might have to delete all of my old videos. YouTube is pretty much having people rescrub their channels, so I'm praying I don't have to do that. I literally deleted 100 videos. I'm doing everything, trying to get back in their good graces. So hopefully everything will work. But in the meantime, I'm still going to do YouTube videos, but only 2 a week versus 5. I'm going to be spending some energy on my website, Royal Daily Tea, as well as my TikTok and my Patreon account. So I hope you guys understand until I'm reinstated into the paid platform, hopefully next month. I can't do 5 videos a week because right now YouTube's getting all of the profit. So it's kind of not fair to the creators, to be honest. But again, I'm trying to see the positive side of this, that I get to push myself and out of my comfort zone. Hopefully you guys will like seeing me on camera, seeing a little bit of the mixed formatting, and will go and support me over on my other social media accounts, as well as possibly joining me on my Patreon. It's going to be a fun little group of people. But if you don't want to join Patreon and you still would like to support me, I do have a coffee fund linked down below. But as always, the number one way to support me is to be yourself and to please subscribe and like and watch my videos. So I just wanted to be 100% honest and vulnerable with you and tell you all the truth. What was happening, Thursday was a horrific day for me. I was very depressed, but I'm trying to be positive and move forward and be proactive. And who knows, this could be a blessing in disguise. But until then, we're just going to do everything we can to follow all of the guidelines and see what happens. But in the meantime, you can support me by going over to those links that I've talked about or by subscribing to my channel. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to start reformatting a little bit of my channel and my videos, as well as working on building up my Patreon community. So I hope you guys understand and will support me through this. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you're one of the 700 new people, hello and welcome. I hope you will go down and start watching all of my older videos because they might be removed at the end of the month. But as always, I welcome you and I look forward to more videos with all of you in the future. Thanks, guys, and have an awesome and amazing day. Bye, guys.